Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on attack. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Leopard!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They're able to find out on Lazard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now!
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue, landing!
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on, training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll make the score 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. What a disastrous start for him. So far, he's thrown the ball 2 times, both times intercepted.
The heck with his progressions. The heck with what he's seeing downfield. It's really simple, partner. See the color shirts your team's wearing? Throw to those. Not the other color shirt. The color that your team is wearing. That's what the coach is telling him right now.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Here's Newton now on second down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And his 2 touchdowns, a big reason they're winning right now.
So meaningful when you score and it's got your team out there in front. Changes the complexion of everything you're doing. It's one thing to score them, garbage time, but these count. This is a big deal, and he's making those types of plays, and I think they'll keep finding ways to get it to him.
I was just going to say probably going to go back to him. Now a run with McCaffrey, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The result, a 1st down as the quick slant gets him 14. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go now. 3-19.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This quarterback now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. He showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Newton. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. A solid stiff arm.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Carolina getting set to take the field.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Here we go. Blue 90.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Gano's kick is right through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Great. What's that? 180.
Back to throw, Newton. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Sit. Nakini.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. final shot before the break. Newton. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where you see the final score there. Marcus Mariota. Sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. Deshaun Watson, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.